Hey guys, welcome to Meetings with Gabby. Today I will give you some tips on how you can prepare yourself for marriage as a single person. Let's dive right into it. Tip number one, serve. Serve others, whether in your community, in your family, in church if you go to church, but serve. Because marriage is all about serving. Yes, your partner will serve you, but you also have to serve him. So you have to have that heart that is ready to give, that heart that is ready to help, that heart that is ready to give a helping hand, be a shoulder, be encouragement. So serve. It will stretch you, it will test your limits. So please serve. Tip number two almost ties up with tip number one, which is serving, but find a community, whether it's friends, whether it's your workplace. If it's your workplace, you really have to be like friends with people that you work with, but find a community where you can grow, where you can challenge yourself and level up in some way, especially relationally, because marriage is a relationship. You have to know how to do you have to know how to handle your other relationships for you to be able to handle marriage relationships to some extent. Tip number three, if like me you are a university student. I actually graduated not long ago. So if you're a university student, you're thinking of um living away from home, going to a different province, to a different country, I'll encourage you to live with someone rather than living alone. So that's an opportunity for you to again expand yourself, know your limits, and be able to share a space with another person without actually being married to that person. But please, I want to encourage you to be, if you're a girl, I want to encourage you to be roommates with a guy, and if you're a guy, I want to encourage you to be roommates with a girl. But just find a roommate, don't live alone, you know. We are meant, we're created to be in relationships with others, not just alone. Tip number four, take care of yourself. Yes, take care of yourself. I'm a Christian, so a quote from the Bible says, love your neighbors as you love yourself. And that is a command from Jesus. So if you don't love yourself, how can you love your neighbor? So I take it the same way, as if you don't take care of yourself, how will you be able to take care of your spouse, your husband, or your wife? So you need to know how to take care of yourself. Another thing is, as a single person, taking care of yourself will also be not putting yourself in compromising situations, like e.g., going to the clubs, going to bars, hanging out with bad friends. Those are compromising situations, and if something happens, you would regret that you went there. So take care of yourself. Next tip, boundaries. Boundaries are so important. Know your boundaries. Know your boundaries. If you know your boundaries, what you can tolerate, what you cannot, you will be able to communicate that to your future partner, and that will help your relationship greatly. Even during your dating phase, if you have boundaries, that will save you a lot of pain when you get married. So know and set your boundaries. Next tip, know your values. If you don't know your values, you will just adapt your partner's values. So know your values so that you'll be able to know who is more compatible with you. If you get into a relationship with someone that has a different value with you, in the beginning you have all those kind of lovey-dovey feelings, you love the person, but once you get married and life hits, those values will determine whether you guys stay together or you don't. If you have conflicting values, there will be a problem later in your marriage. And marriage is hard already, so why start marriage in the wrong foot? Just better start on the right foot. Better start with knowing your values and being in a relationship with someone who also knows his values, instead of going through the pain of all that, and then in the end you have a hard relationship. So why get married if you're going to just suffer in the end, you know? My next tip would be learn about marriage. So one thing I did also was about getting informed. What is marriage? Why do people get married? How did marriage start? Just inform yourself, because just by watching movies, Disney and all that, you're getting the wrong information. You're getting the wrong information, and having that kind of mindset based on what you see on TV is not right. So inform yourself about marriage before you, yeah. The next point, if you are a Christian, praying would be the number one thing. Your relationship with God is like the base, the most important thing. Once your relationship with God is settled, that's gonna help you in your relationship. Because when you get married, you still have to pray. Your husband is not your God. Your husband is not before you. Your wife is not your God. She's not before you. God is your God. And the only way you guys will stay together if you stay connected to God. Because the God who brought you together is the God that will help you stay together if you stay rooted in Him. Bonus point: how to get prepared for marriage. Enjoy your singleness. And by enjoying your singleness, it doesn't mean that you go and sleep around. You go and date whoever and do whatever. It's just not focusing on the fact that you're single and being sad about it, but just enjoying life. Enjoy the time that you have with you and yourself, and use that time to bless people around you. I think these are the tips that I can give you guys for now. I know I have many tips, but I don't have a lot of time. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you guys would, I mean, if you have questions regarding any of the tips, or if you that I said, if you feel like I didn't make it clear, comment below and I will clarify things, and I will make sure to respond to you. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.